Hey guys, it's Byrne here from the Consulting Guys, aka the Church of Clientology, where we help freelancers go from side hustle to CEO. Okay, and today I want to do a little training for you on how we help our clients get a flood of new leads in consistently. Okay, so behind me we have the golden pyramid of clientology, and if you can't read my chicken scratch, these are the different areas we use to help our clients. So within each of these ones, foundations, indoctrination, conversion, systemized delivery, and scale, well, actually they all add up to scale. We have about 9 different strategies that we use to help freelancers grow their business. Okay, so today we're going to zoom right in on indoctrination, and I'm going to give you a bit of training on how we actually help our clients, again, fill up their pipeline. So if right now you've been finding that your lead flow has been going down, or maybe you've just been struggling to get a consistent flow of calls every week, right? Maybe one week you get 1 call per week, another week you get 3 or 4, super random. You feel like maybe what you're doing right now is too complex, like you're using complex funnels, or maybe you just don't feel like you don't have a consistent strategy. Okay, we're going to help fix that, because a lot of people that I talk to, they struggle with this. This is a big one for them. They just can't get as much calls as they'd like, and it feels like they just can't grow their business fast enough. And I want to fix that for you. Okay, so by the end of this video, ideally you're going to have the basic framework where you can get a consistent flow of leads. You'll have a system that works for you whether you're working or not, because we don't want to be spending all of our day doing lead gen, because frankly there are other better activities you can and should be doing. Right? And I'm going to make it as simple for you as possible to go out after this video and take action and get instant results. Okay? So let's just kind of dive right in here. I have some markers behind me. I'll try to write this out as I go. So there are 3 stories I want to tell you really quick about our clients, and from these stories you'll be able to kind of get a gist of what they're doing. So first things first is we have Keval. So Keval, he's an SEO guy. He has an SEO agency, and this month he hit $26,000 per month in his business. Okay, so what is he doing differently? So first things first, Keval has what we call an ecosystem. I'm not going to write it all out because I write too big and it's going to be messy. But an ecosystem is, in this case, it's a Facebook group where he spent money to grow it. Okay, and it has all of his leads in there, his target market, and now he's farming that, if you will. So he's not so much, cold calling people all day or sending cold emails, right? He has people coming to him. So this is a strategy you could probably look at if you're maybe closer to that 10K per month mark and you have a bit of money to invest into, ads and becoming more of an authority yourself. The next one is Simon. So I like Simon because he has a business where he's helping financial advisors. He does Facebook ads for them, and he basically has a funnel for them. And what Simon does is he basically, when everybody is zigging, Simon is zagging. Okay, so for example, for financial advisors, that niche, most of them are on LinkedIn. So what is everyone doing who's trying to get these financial advisors as clients? They're all messaging them on LinkedIn, or they're cold emailing. But Simon uses a process of ours we call the warm call, right? Essentially, it's kind of like a cold call, but it's a bit warmer. So you have a reason why you're calling them, and just doing that alone, he's been able to not only fill up his pipeline, but just this month, actually as of today, the day that I'm filming this, he literally just hit, I think he said 13.6 grand per month in his business. Okay, so he's been at this for a little while. But the warm call is essentially a process where you connect with someone and you have a reason why you're calling them. So let's say you send someone a cold email, and then, okay, hey, they respond to you. Instead of just getting in a back and forth over email, you call them up, say, hey, I connected with you over email, and rather than getting in some kind of email text back and forth where, the email is likely to get lost, I figured I'd just call you, right? So what he's found is his clients are actually really impressed by that, right? And because everybody else is too kind of chicken shit to do this. So that's another thing that's worked really well for him. Third story is a guy named Jonathan. Jonathan is like an 18-year-old kid, or I think he's not 18, he's like 20, from Chicago, email marketing guy. And he found that where a lot of other people in similar markets to him are doing all kinds of things to get clients. You know, they're trying like Facebook ads, or on Instagram, they're doing, who knows, webinars, they're trying to run traffic, they're in groups screwing around. He found that just going deep on one path actually made all the difference for him. Okay, so what is that path? Well, I could just tell you, but that's a total secret. No, I'm just kidding. He actually has a system of ours for cold emailing. A lot of people say cold emailing is dead, and that's only because people suck at it. Okay. Jonathan, he's at 20. I think he's in the 20s. He's 20,000 or something like that per month. I think he lost a client, so he's actually at like 18,000 now. But either way, he got there almost all from cold email. Okay, so now, regardless of whether you want to build an ecosystem, right, or if you want to warm call or message people on LinkedIn, the fact is the platform doesn't matter. The strategies can apply to any platform that you might be using. It depends where your niche is, but there's a process that you want to follow, okay? So there's actually a 3-step process that we use over and over and over again in our business for lead gen, and then for our sales calls, and then, well, basically for those 2 parts, okay? But basically how we discovered this was, I was a freelancer for a while. Ryan and I, Ryan was running an e-com store, and I was like, hey, I'm kind of sick of being a generalist. And so we teamed up. We started an agency working with financial advisors. And for a while, we were like doing everything. And nothing was really working that right for lead gen. And we were just trying a whole bunch of crap. And eventually we kind of stumbled onto this 3-step formula, which really changed everything for us. Okay, so very simply, the 3 steps are, so number 1 is, that should be a C, it looks like an E. So connect. We want to connect with people, engage, and then get them to commit. Okay? So when let's say you're doing outreach, okay? So when you're doing outreach, most people are trying to kind of get a commitment from the first message, right? But first things first, we want to connect with them. And really, we want to start a conversation. We want to engage them. We want to see if there's an opportunity there for them to even move the conversation forward. And that comes from not having a canned kind of pitch that you use again and again. That comes from just being a real human and being an expert and knowing your market better than they know themselves. As cliche as that sounds. And then really commitment in the context of lead generation is just saying, okay, hey, I think I can help you here. Would you have like 5 to 10 minutes sometime this week for a quick call, right? Would you be open to having a quick chat just to see if I might be able to help you X, Y, Z, right? And then again, once you're on the sales call, even though this video isn't dropping stuff, this video isn't about sales per se. Again, we follow the same process. You get on the phone, you connect with them very shortly, and then we engage them and see what's going on. And then at the end, if it makes sense, we get them to commit. So let me ask you a question. What would it mean to you if you could have a consistent flow of new leads coming in every single day, regardless of whether you went to the beach or you took the afternoon off to just goof off, or whether you worked, whatever, what would that do for your business? Okay, so if you implement, it doesn't matter which strategy you implement, this is the overall strategy here. And whether you want to do cold email or warm calling or whatever, it doesn't really matter. If you are consistent at this, that's a very easy way to get, we have guys who book about 3 to 4 phone calls per day just from these organic strategies. You don't have to go off and make a webinar. You don't have to do Facebook ads or Google ads, and you don't have to do all kinds of crazy stuff that people will tell you to do. These very simple strategies you can do today to start growing your business. And the longer you do this, the more momentum you get and the better it works. Okay, so again, within each of these things, we have 9 strategies. So this was kind of one overall strategy that we use to help freelancers grow their business. So if you'd like to see how we could use some more of these strategies, again, like this is just one. If you'd like to see how we can use more of them to help you grow your freelancing business, well then I'd like to invite you to book a brainstorming session. Below there should be a button underneath this video. Okay, so on that call, we'll basically do 3 things. All right, we're going to figure out, what you're trying to achieve, what's going well right now, what's not, and then we're going to help you create a roadmap to get where you're looking to go. Okay? So whether you want to take that roadmap and say, hey, this is great, I'm going to go do this by myself, that's fine. Or if you're like, hey, could you help me implement this? Well, that's pretty cool too, because that's basically what we do. Okay? So regardless of whether you decide to work with us or do it by yourself, either way, we're fine with it. Just, click the link below, book your call, and we'll be talking to you soon, okay? Thanks for watching.